Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing a summertime makeup look, something super bronzy and fun and glittery. I don't know, let's just get ready. I have kind of like a vibe in my mind that I want to do, but I don't have like an exact picture, so let's just get started. So I went ahead and did my brows already, and I primed my eyelids with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and I went and just set that with a translucent powder. So for the eyes, I kind of want it to be super simple, but I want there to be a lot of shimmer on the lids because I want it to look kind of like an ethereal like spotlight eye, if that makes sense. I'm going to go in with the Huda Beauty I'm gonna start off with the oh my lord. I'm going to start off with the Huda Beauty Warm Brown Obsessions palette. I'm just gonna take this middle shade right in here, and I feel like it's a perfect shade for kind of contouring your crease and just adding a little bit more dimension. Okay, I zoomed you guys in a little bit for the eyes. So my main like inspiration and vibe for this look today is from this palette right here. This is the Essence All About Bronze eyeshadow, and all of these colors right here are shimmers and they're actually so pretty. So I think I'm going to take this color right here all over the lid because I want it to kind of appear wet, and then I'm going to go in with one of these lighter shades up here in the center to kind of make it like a spotlight eye. So I'm going to go in with this flat brush and I'm going to spray that with a little bit of my facial spray. Any spray is fine, you can use water as well. I'm just gonna take that and start packing that on. And the way that I like to use these shadows the most is in packing motions instead of swiping, because I find that you get more pigment and you get more coverage with the packing method. And then what I'm going to do now that I have that packed on is I'm going to take the brush that I used to blend my crease, and I'm going to blend out the edges. Once I've packed that on and blended the edges a little bit more, I'm going to go back in with the original color I used in my crease, and I'm going to blend that around the edges as well, just to soften everything up. My eyelid looks so, like, it already looks wet, but we're not done yet. I'm going to take another brush and wet that as well. And I'm going to take a lighter shade from the same palette. I'm going to go in and mix this one. And I don't really want to do the white, I kind of want to keep it more of like the champagne tones. I'm going to mix, probably just use this one. Oh, there we go. I ended up using my finger and I just dampened it a little bit, and that ended up working a lot better. All the way up to the brow. I'm going to take my blending brush. I'm really just going to blend the edges just a tiny bit. So that is exactly what I'm going for. My lid literally looks wet. So pretty. Okay, I'm going to go do the other one off of camera and I will be right back. Okay, so I finished the eyes. It literally looks wet. Like, that is exactly what I wanted. So now I'm going to move on to my face, and I'm going to prep my skin and prime it with the Optical Illusion Complexion Primer from Urban Decay. This is one of the smoothing, like, pore filling primers. It's like one of my favorites. That was a little much, Victoria, don't you think? When it comes to longevity in makeup, priming your skin is like literally one of the most important steps you should do. Depending on your skin type, there's obviously different primers depending on what your needs are. But for me personally, I don't sweat that much on my face. I just kind of focus more on smoothing and filling my pores. So this is the best primer for me. So now that I've primed my face, I haven't been doing this that much lately, but it's kind of like a new thing that I've been trying to try out, which is color correcting. And this is the Maybelline Master Camo color corrector, and this is the orange one. And I haven't been doing it that much, but I kind of been wanting to do it more just because I feel like it works for me personally a little bit better. And I feel like every time I do it, I get a little bit better at doing it, because I do have a lot of discoloration around my eyes and my mouth that I hate, and I feel like sometimes foundation just doesn't cut it. It's just so weird because I feel like there's so many different techniques to color correcting. I've seen some people put on their color corrector like this and then set it before foundation, and I've tried that before and it just personally makes my skin look a little bit more cakey than I would like. So what I've been doing now with this specific product is blending it out on my face and then letting it dry for like a second or two. And that's what seems to work best for me. But around my mouth too, I also have really bad creasing. So it's very like challenging for me to figure out how to put product to cover up the discoloration, but also not putting so much product that it's getting into my smile lines and making me look even more cakey. Okay, so now for foundation. This is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, and this is in the shade Barcelona. So I'm just taking one pump of this, and that's literally all I need for my entire face. One of the mistakes I made when I first got this is I literally used like 3 pumps, and I was like, why does my face look cakey? Like, it blended out and it looked fine when I was doing it, but like literally, you don't need that much of this product at all. It blends out really nicely. So now I'm just going to blend that out with a brush in circular motions. So once I'm done blending it out with a brush, I like to go in with a damp beauty sponge. This one is the Morphe one. And I like to just press over that to make everything look as seamless as possible. So now onto concealer. I'm going to be mixing 2 different brands. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 20. And then I'm also going to be using the Catrice Liquid Camouflage Concealer in the shade 20 as well, just to brighten it up a little bit. And then I take literally just the tiniest amount of the Catrice right underneath my eyes, and this is a little bit lighter than the Maybelline one. I just like that to brighten even more. I'm going to set my under eyes, and this is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder, and this is in the shade 2. So I'm just taking it on a brush, and I'm just patting that in to my under eyes. I don't want to swipe just because that's going to move the concealer underneath. And since this powder is a little bit lighter, I like to use this to set the places that I concealed and where I just kind of want brightness to be in my face. So now that I set my under eyes, I'm going to set the rest of my face just a little bit because this is supposed to be a more glowy look. I don't want to add too much powder to my face and get rid of that glowy, dewy look. So I'm just going to set it just so that all of my powder products go on smoothly. This is the Cover FX Pressed Powder in medium. And I'm just going to pat and press where I'm going to be bronzing and contouring and highlighting and blushering and all that stuff. Just because I want to make sure it doesn't go on patchy. So I'm just going to start on my under eyes now, back in with that same transition color we used. Okay, that's fine. So I'm going to highlight my inner corner with Phloof, like P-H-L-O-O-F, whatever. But it is a Frost from MAC, and it's kind of like, has a rosy champagne undertone, but it's really bright. And I want my inner corners to be like poppin'. Yes. For my brow bone highlight, I'm going to use the Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit from Anastasia. And I think I'm going to use like this gold color right here. So I have a new bronzer to try. This is the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder. It smells really good. It kind of smells like weird. I thought it smelled like really good at first, but now that I'm smelling it, like the powder, when I go like that, the powder is like everywhere and it kind of smells gross. It did its job, honestly, though. It's not patchy, which is what matters the most to me. I don't want it to be patchy at all. It looks good. It bronzed me up. The smell is the only thing that I think it's a little weird. Oh my god, though, but the Park Avenue Princess one smells like literal chocolate, like cocoa powder. It's so good. So I'm mixing Princess Cut and Crown together, and I'm just going to use that to kind of contour a little bit and intensify it. Yeah, there we go. That's cute. Okay, so my new favorite thing to do is to cut my contour. And it's so funny because I used to do this so wrong that it terrified me to even try to do it because I would see other people do it and I was like, dang, that looks really good. And then I would try the exact same technique that they did and it would look horrible on me. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my Morphe sponge. This sharp edge right here is like my best friend. And I'm going to take the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder and I'm just going to rub that in here like this and get some product. What I saw people do is literally bring it all the way from their mouth to their ear. And when I did that, it would just look bad. And I don't know why. I have no clue why it would look bad on me. But what I like to do is I start right at the back of, right at this little part of my ear, and I'll bring it forward just that far. And that's all I do. And I kind of use the rest of the powder and bake this area a little bit. But when I brought it all the way forward, it would look so bad, and I don't know why. It looks so good. It's gonna make your cheekbones just look completely snatched. So I'm gonna let that bake for a little bit while I do my blush. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Blush in Pearlescent Pink. This also has a little bit of shimmer to it, so it's gonna help making us look glowy. And when you are out in the sun for a while, you end up getting a little red on your nose and kind of like in this area right here. And I feel like that's super cute for some reason. So I'm gonna kind of do that to myself with blush. Put that over my nose a little bit. Just makes you kind of look sun-kissed. And now for the best part, this is the Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter, one of my favorite drugstore highlighters ever. And this one is in the shade Molten Gold, and I'm pretty much just going to drench my entire body and face with this highlighter. Brow. Going over that line and just kind of like diffusing it. And then I'll take maybe a little bit more of the same translucent powder and press it underneath if I feel like it needs to be brightened a little bit more. Or if the line is not blending as well as I want it to, just keep picking up a little bit more of that translucent powder and use that to blend out the line. So now one of my last steps is setting my brows. It makes them look so much cleaner and better. And this is the Sephora brand waterproof brow gel in the shade, I think it's Soft Charcoal. And then now it's time for lashes. These are the Lillylashes in the style mykonos. I'm gonna go put on lashes real quick and I'll be right back. Like, once you put lashes on, you just feel like a complete baddie. So for lips, I'm gonna go with something a little more nude and just cute. I think I'm gonna go with like a darker, like lip liner type look and then brighten the center. I've been really into doing that lately. I've been lining my lips with either Fighter from the Maybelline Superstay collection or Huda Beauty's Trendsetter. I'm gonna go with Huda Beauty. Okay, so now that I have that first color down, I'm going to put 2 more colors on top because I'm literally just crazy. I'm going to go in with Huda Beauty, Wifey, and this is the Essence Vibrant Shock Lip Paint, and this is in the shade, I don't know what the shade is. It literally doesn't even say it. It just says Essence Vibrant Shock Lip Paint and then has like information about it on the back, and this is just like the barcode. Oh, 01, Jesus Christ, it's 01. I'm gonna go in with Huda Beauty first. So I'm going to take the Essence Vibrant Shock Lip Paint in the shade 01, and I'm gonna put this all over my bottom lip. That looks so good, ooh. Okay, this right here is the star of any lip look I do. This is the Sephora brand Outrageous Effect Volume Plumping Lip Gloss, and this is in the shade 02. What I do, because I don't like putting lip gloss all over my entire lip, I just put it right here. That is where my lips get the most dry and where my liquid lipstick starts to separate. I don't know if you guys know, but I have these 2 moles right here, and when I wear full coverage foundation, it makes them look gray, which is like really gross. So I'm just gonna go over them with some liquid filer. Now I'm gonna set my face. This is the Cucumber Water by Pearlessence, and it's like, it just helps melt all the powder in. So I'm gonna spray that, minus the lashes. Okay guys, this is the final look. I'm so happy with how this turned out, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. Thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your day to watch my YouTube videos. Every single like, every comment, every person who subscribes to my channel, it means so much to me. And if you guys enjoyed watching, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you guys haven't watched my last video, you should definitely go do that because it's a pretty cool one and I spent a lot of time on it. I went to Mexico with one of my best friends and my friend Lauren, and literally I vlogged for the entire week and we went ziplining and all this cool stuff. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, I will leave that somewhere on the screen or down in the description box. But again, if you guys like my video, please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time.